Well, I think the first thing is General Mills did a great job marketing to like 3 generations of humans.
Yeah.
I actually just wrote an email for the Fit Father Project. I brought up one of those old retro Wheaties boxes where Wheaties used to have those breakfast of champions was the slogan.
Yeah, I saw the email. Absolutely.
Yeah, make sure we get enough corn and wheat first thing in the morning or we're not going to function well. So, yeah, I mean, it's just something that we've kind of been brought up. And I think that I want to hit on a couple of things. One thing you said is brilliant is that hunger is a learned pattern. Like when we were born, we didn't, 3 square meals a day is not something that, is necessarily natural. It's just the pattern that we've kind of ingrained culturally. And our brains learn that to expect food at certain times based on our circadian rhythm. And it's a whole new field of like biocircadian biology and all this stuff. It's like a new frontier, but also understanding that when you eat 6 times a day, your brain learns how to get hungry 6 times per day. So there's a lot of benefit to having a small eating frequency for overall greater hunger control. But first thing in the morning, there are so many unique hormonal changes that happen inside our bodies that are very beneficial to us. Like cortisol is one of these hormones that gets a massively bad rap. But it's the hormone that really gets us out of bed in the morning. Cortisol spikes naturally every morning, and it helps get you out of bed. And what cortisol also does is it mobilizes fat. Cortisol breaks down fat from cells and gets us energized, and it helps convert noradrenaline to adrenaline and get us like pumping in the morning. What we don't want is chronically high cortisol levels from all the stress. But the important thing of me bringing cortisol up is that if we have a high sugar breakfast first thing in the morning, not only do we set our blood sugar on a roller coaster for the rest of the day that's going to lead to more hunger, but that completely blocks the natural rhythm of this gentle rise and fall of cortisol that helps entrain our energy patterns. So, skipping breakfast has a lot of benefits from a hormonal standpoint. And I think we've also had a lot of food marketing as we started to do more commercial farming and agriculture on wheat and corn and soy. These things got really big industry that breakfast cereals became like the go-to and breakfast carbs became the go-to. Whereas if you're going to have breakfast, what we recommend here at the Fit Father Project is, a lower carb, higher healthy fat, higher protein breakfast to help keep that blood sugar extremely stable. Let those natural hormones ride that natural morning wave. Keep those carbs on the lower end. Carbs are actually better served, in that post-workout period.
Right.
Or even later at night, you can include some good carbs with dinner. You get a good serotonin release, and your energy is so much more stable. So we like the higher fat, higher protein, lower carb breakfast, and there's a lot of benefits from a neuro endocrinological standpoint as well, where keeping the carbs lower has a lot of benefit on neurotransmitters, and you don't feel as tired from these massive dumps of serotonin and other chemicals after you eat carbs.